Good afternoon. I want to talk about living as Christ and politics. So I believe that there is a state of being where you are at your highest potential as a human, where you are happy and your life is full of purpose and meaning, and reality is made known. It's really easy to bat off the idea that, oh, it's apolitical, bro. Both sides are bad, bro. Like, just give it the towel and say that it's apolitical. It's an apolitical subject. Though I don't agree with the dismissive nature of that, I do want to explore it. This whole time I've been thinking that it really is an apolitical issue, because politics are of man, right? It's a categorization of people's desires, beliefs, widely regarded as internal things, right? It's all like how your brain works, and your politics change over your life. At least they probably should. You shouldn't probably be stuck in one ideology for too long, let alone an entire life. But thinking more and more about what it means to actually live as Christ, the less and less it seems to coincide with any structure that mankind has invented in order to retain structure, essentially. By aligning yourself in the political compass, you are aligning yourself with other people. Right? And all that really does is just tell you who your friends are. It's like astrology in a weird way, where we tie our birthdays and our soul stones or whatever. And I don't want to just blatantly mock astrology, but it's the same idea where you're just like tied to a state of being that both brings companionship in others who follow the same trajectory in their life, but also shows you who you're most likely going to disagree with, who you are definitely going to disagree with. You know, all these sorts of, oh, you are this, therefore this. That's largely what politics does, what politics is. And so coming back to Christ is a state of being that is as much expressed externally as it is internally. And I don't just mean, like, when you think of a Christian, what is your first thought? It's either, if you are a Christian, obviously, it's the saved. And from the point of a non-Christian, it's most likely just wrong. Like it's a false, or it's in unobtainable. It's fiction, right? I mean, whether you are an atheist or not, I think that the opposing idea is with the idea of it being fiction. I guess specifically like the Bible and living your life by the Bible, whatever that may mean. Apparently I've got really low battery on this camera. I'm going to shoot until the moment it dies, and that is going to be the end of this video. Could be right now, but it wasn't. So, you've got those two ideas. The thing is that Christ as a person who once roamed on this earth, and what he represented is seen many times throughout history as the book The Hero with 1,000 Faces so beautifully shows, is that he was rebellious to every facet of what we know. We know that we serve a purpose to a system, a government, a culture, society. We serve a purpose. We provide a service to this thing outside of us. And Jesus, like, he made friends with everybody, but he also made enemies with everybody. There wasn't a particular, like, alignment that you found yourself in where you would find Jesus to be a damnable person who needs to die on a cross of all things, right? Because he was friend to the beggar, to the tax collector, people who found truth within what he was saying, and then others who were so deep into the lie that is this sustainable structure we have built. I don't know. So, he was friend and foe to many. It wasn't just an overnight occurrence that riots, mass amounts of people were just suddenly against him and then decided to put him up there on the cross. It wasn't like that. It was people who had plausible cause to think that, or plausible. They came to a conclusion that he deserved to die. For one reason or the next, he threatened what we know. And that's what any revolutionary does. And so the government saw that and took them out because it didn't like their power to be questioned or subverted. Subverted? You get what I'm saying. So is there a political alignment being of Christ? Truly of Christ? No. Because it is free of prejudice. Right? It doesn't look at any person and align it to some arbitrary compass or spectrum. It's just people. That's the flat line. I have pretty liberal ideas, for the most part. And so, being as myself, providing for a system, I would probably label myself as a liberal. But I don't know if that's like even relevant anymore. Because as Christ, I am not in opposition. But I am. You know? Yeah, I'm basically like a radical. I'm basically a revolutionary, dude. Like, I'm not gonna say what's gonna happen, but things are probably gonna get burned down. I'm so freaking radical. Yeah, that's basically the end of the idea. And look at that. Still blinking red. I think that was 5 minutes ago now. Where it started, but it has not shut down, so.